Recording in. Hi there. In this video, I'm going to discuss the last 10 of SMC 5, and also they're going to be the second 10 of SMC 8. All right. Okay, let's start. Let me share the questions. Okay. So the first question. We have 4 objects: a sphere, a prism, a cube, a toy box. And we have figures showing some of them on a scale and with the combined weight. We need to figure out the total weight. Now, you need to look at what you need to find, the weight of all these 4 objects. And then you can see that we have the weights of 2 at a time. And then how do we find the total weight of the 4 objects? Now, what if we add all these 4 weights? That's easy. We had to add, we can easily add 200, 100, 240, and 300. But what is this weight? So we can see that the toy box, there are 2 of them, and the prism, we have 2 of them, and the sphere, we have 2 of them, and the cube, 2 of them. So that means twice this weight, twice is this, right? When you think about it, twice that weight is this, and this adds up to 340, 840. So half of that is the total weight, which is 420. Hope you got it. And if you didn't get, pause the video, think about it. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next question. Ayan, Zan, and Ryan have 30 marbles together and has thrice as many as San. And Ryan has 5 marbles less than San. So Ayan and San, so I'm going to represent them by the first letter, the number of marbles they have, right? So Ayan and San, right? So each letter represents the number of marbles they have. So since Ayan has 3 times as many as San, so this is like, Ayan has 3 times as San. And then the number San has. And then what Ryan has, which is 5 less than San. So that is, of course, Z minus 5. And if you add them up, what do you get? So we have 5 Z minus 5, and that's the total number of marbles, which is 30. And then 5 times the number of marbles San has is 35, because if you take away 5, it is 30, right? That means San has 7, right? Because 5 times the number San has is 35, so that means 7 is the answer, right? Okay. Let's go to the next question. How many 2-digit numbers are there in which the 10th digit is greater than 1's digit? So let's write them. Okay. So starting with 1 in the 10th place, right? We have only 1, because the 1's digit has to be less than 10th digit, right? Now 2 in the 10th place, we can have 20 and 21. And 3 in the 10th place, we can have 30, 31, 32. Now we see a pattern, right? So how many do we have with 9 in the tens place? And that is 90, 91, and all the way up to 99, right? So how many here? 1, 2, 3, and how many here? 10. So we need to add all of these up, right? And we add them the way little Gauss did. And if you don't know who Gauss is, you need to check. He was a great mathematician. So he would, pair them up, 1 and 10, right? And then 2 and 9, 2 and 9, right? So that is actually, again, 11, right? 2 and 9, right? So we have pairs adding up to 11. How many pairs? We have 4, and the one in the middle, 5. So this is 11 times 4 is 44, is 49. No, that is not the answer. Actually, we have, so 1, 10. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. So we have 44. So let me see. So 1 plus 10 is 11, right? 2 plus 10, 9 is 11. And how many are there? So let's, so 1 and 10, right? And then 2 and 9, 3 and 8, 4 and 7, and then we have 5 and 6, right? Altogether, how many? So 11 times 5, right? We made a mistake, right? The mistake is that what is a mistake? So here we have 1, right? 1, 2, 3, and here actually only 9. That's a mistake, right? So we can't count this because it has to end with 98, right? And then, of course, we need to add 1 up to 9, right? Okay, so made a mistake. And then, like little Gauss did, we pair them up, right? So 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 1 and 6. So there are 4 pairs adding up to 10 plus 5, which is 45, right? So the answer is 45. See the mistake I did? I lost time, right? So let's go to number 34 quickly, right? So I'm like in the competition. Tharani has 17 laddus. She used raisins in 10 laddus and almonds in 9 laddus. What is the least number of laddus that contain both raisins and almonds? Least number. Of course, we can have, many laddus, right? With both. But we need the least number. So what we do is that we have these laddus here, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, right? 6, 9, 12, 15, sorry. Yeah, so what we do is that we're going to put racings starting from here, right? And almonds from here, right? One at a time, right? And so then we come to, so 2, 4, 6, 8. So we put racings here, right? Racings. On racing because we want to find the minimum the least. And then from this side, almonds, and then we come, so 8, and then, so 8 laddus have raisins only, and 8 laddus have almonds only, and there's one left, so it is now 17. We have only 17 laddus, right? So then we had to put a raisin and almond to this one, right? And then we don't have almonds any longer anymore, but we have one raisin left, right? So that actually we had to put here, right? Which already have almonds. So that means there has to be at least 2 with both raisins and almonds. The answer is 2, right? Okay, let's go to the next question. Parindu, Dulani, Netmi, Izuri, and Paitra are posing for a photo. Dulani wants to sit next to Tarindi. So Dulani, so that means like this, right? Or like this, right? And Tarindi Netmi wants to, okay, and Netmi wants to sit next to Dulani, right? So ND, O, DN, right? And then Paitra wants to sit next to Netmi. So PNO, NP, right? So how do we them in a row for the photo, right? So if we start with DT, right, then Nithmi has to be here and Paitra has to be here. But if we start with Tarindi and Dulani, right, and then Nithmi has to be here and Paitra has to be here, right, and then Isuri can be here or here. So there are 2 ways, or here, 2 ways. So we have 4. So answer is 4, right? Okay, if you didn't get it, pause the video and think about it and go again, right? From Peter count, Grace took 1/3, Abigail took 1/3 what remained, and Esther took 1/3 of the remaining. Right. So if 8 comes were left on the plate, how many count were originally there? So 8. So 8 means what was left at the end. And then that was so after Esther taking 1/3. So there is 2/3 are there in the 8, 2/3. So if you divide it by 2, we get 4, and that is the 1/3, because 2/3 is 8, right? So then 2/3. So this is like 1/3 plus 1/3. So to find the 1/3, we divide this by 2. That is, divide 8 by 2, right? That is 4. And then we work backwards, right? 8. So 1/3 is 4, and there were 12, right? And this 12, that was the 2/3, right? That remained. So to find the 1/3, we divide it by 2, and that is 6, and 18 were there, right? Before Abigail took 1/3, right? Now this is after, so this way, after Esther took, and this is after who Abigail took, right? And then this is in after who Grace took, right? That what 2/3 left, right? And then to find the 1/3, we divide by 2, and then we multiply by 3, which is 9. When you divide 18 by 2, it is 9. So 9 times 3 is 27. So there were 27. right? At the big, before s raised to 1/3, 27. Okay, if you didn't get it, pause the video, um, scribble on a piece of paper, think about it, scratch your head, and come back and watch the video. Okay? Okay, we go to the next question. Johanni has 5 discs of different sizes. She wants to build a tower using 4 discs, always placing a smaller disc on a bigger one. In how many ways can she do that? I see. So she can use only 4 discs at a time. So when you take away a disc, so we have 4 discs, right? In 4 different sizes, right? So then if you can only place a smaller disk on a bigger one always, right? Then when you have 4 disks with different sizes, right? There's only one way you can actually build this tower, right? You start with the big one and you take the next big one, put it on this, and then you take the next big one, put it on this, and the next big one, put it on this, and you have a tower. And then in how many ways you can choose 4 disks out of 5? Well, you take away 1 in 5 ways. So there are 5. So the answer is actually 5, right? Okay, so we go to the next question. Chamari has written 3 consecutive two-digit numbers using symbols instead of digits as follows, right? So these are 3 consecutive two-digit numbers, right? Using symbols. So you can see that the 10th digit changes here, right? There's 2 symbols. So if the 10th digit changes, that means, right, we are, the 10th digit increases. So if it is consecutive, it has to be it has to increase by 1. Otherwise, it can't be consecutive, right? That means this is like, either 19, 29, 39, 49, like that, right? Okay. And then this must be 1, this must be 2, right? And then you look at the answers which start with circle. We have only 2, right? Because the question is what could be her next consecutive number? And you can see that this is 9. It can't be this, right? Because you should get, right? So this is 1. This is 0, 1, 2, right? So it has to be this. The answer is this, right? Okay. Right. The last one is the last one. So I need to get it. It is somewhere here on this board. Okay, all the way. Shrink this until I see this. Here it is. See? Right, this one. Right. Okay. Here. Right. And then zoom out. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, finally, the last one. A farm has only chickens and rabbits with total number of legs, 288. The number of chicken eyes is twice the number of rabbit eyes, right? Now, chickens and rabbits both have 2 eyes, right? So that means chickens are twice the number of rabbits, right? If we represent chickens by C and rabbits by R, then this means that the number of chickens is twice the number of rabbits. We can write it like this, a very little equation, right? And then, since chickens have 2 legs, right, and rabbits have 4 legs, right? So these are total number of legs, and that is 288, right? But instead of this, right, because the number of chickens is same as twice the number of rabbits, we can actually write like this, right? And then this is 288. So that means, so this is like 4 times the number of rabbits. 4R, right? 4R is 288, and that means 8 times the number of rabbits is 288, and the number of rabbits is 1/8 of 288, and that is actually, so I divide 288 by 8, which it goes 3 times into 28, so 24, 40, 36 number of rabbits, and the number of chickens is twice that, which is 72, and if you add them up, the answer is 108, right? Okay, so we have finished the last 10 of Slmc 5. And next video, I'm going to discuss what? So that is going to be the last 10 of Slmc 8. Okay, okay. See you there. Last 10 of Slmc 8 going to be in the next video. Okay.